a very important entrepreneur like Jack Ma, you might know him from Alibaba, thinking about going back to education. Did you know that he was a teacher already in the past, in his first years of life before he became an entrepreneur? So why would such a person think about going back to education? Mainly it's about because, as you can hear in his talks, education really failed over the last 20 to 30, 40 years to upgrade. That's what it is about. So when we look into leadership, when we look into businesses, those are the people coming out from the educational styles which we provide to them. Starting at the daycares nowadays, because children start nowadays to go into educational institutions at the age of 1, 2, or latest 3. And it goes on through kindergarten, it goes on through primary school, it goes on through secondary school, high school, college, and university. And this all influences the human being a lot, this education which they undergo during this time. And what surely we can see is that everything changes. Science upgrades every day on new findings. Artificial intelligence, technology moves faster than ever before. But education seems to have a tendency not to change, or change just very slow. And there's a new trend that we can see in education, which means that we glue the pieces who break together by just implementing 1 or 2 changes and leave the rest the same. But this does not create human beings who can really live on a market, on a business market of the 21st century. So this is why education plays a vital role in creating employees and leaders of today. So what we know is that in human beings from day one, there is already a process of forming connections in the brain, which are biologically driven. So it means each and every one of us has a tendency to learn inside of them. And this tendency, this curiosity to learn, needs to be kept alive. The tendency to learn is the one thing also that allows a human being, when it grows up, not to just do every day the same thing in the same way, but think about different ways of approaching a situation and also changing something. How do big inventions come about? They come about someone who allows him or herself to do it differently than any other person before. And if we go about nowadays business life, if we go about advertisements and public relations, how do you, when you go to a mall here in Rome, how do you identify the different brands? One after each other, they are stuck just in small habits. But the difference is that they position themselves very, very differently. So you have Armani, and beside you have maybe Louis Vuitton, and both look very different. So you need creative minds, you need intelligent people, and you need people who think by their own, and this is not what education provides.